Change. It's the opposite of leaving something alone, and change is the driving force behind product development and enhancement. The 1996 Magnum has some changes to it that you will find to be the kind of enhancements you've come to expect from Case IH. We've designed this video program in order for you to know more about these changes. Welcome to the 5th volume of Magnum Performance Video Magazine. We're going to present you with some new information regarding the changes made to the 1996 model year Magnum tractors. We've broken this information down into 4 areas. The first area to be covered is the enhancements made to the CDC engine and the related components. You'll see that these upgrades have helped make the Magnum an ozone-friendly tractor by protecting our environment from harmful emissions. Then we'll take a look at some of the changes made to the operator's compartment and styling of the tractor. New comforts make the Magnum even more appealing to customers. Next, we'll review the new electric PTO and offset drawbar. These 2 components are the next generation of changes to help the farmer use his trailing equipment. And finally, you'll get a chance to see the new convertible quick hitch coupler and rigid lower links that we've designed to aid you in quicker engagement and disengagement of mounted implements. Probably the biggest change made for 96 is in the engine area. New emission standards for off-road diesel engines became effective in January. They affect all engines from 175 horsepower to 750 horsepower. Several different government bodies are dictating these new changes. They include the EPA, or Environmental Protection Agency, and the CARB, or California Air Resources Board. These agencies passed the Clean Air Act in the United States to help meet air quality standards. Similar acts were passed on a global scale. 4 of the 5 Magnum models are affected by these 1996 air quality standards: 7220, 7230, 7240, and the 7250. In order to comply with the government mandates, changes to the fuel injection system were made. In fact, the CDC engine plant in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, installed 6 new certified test cells at a cost of $1 million each in order to make sure each engine came into compliance. Here are some of the changes made to these high-performance engines. In all 4 models affected, a Wastegate Turbocharger is now being used. Just what is a Wastegate Turbo? In effect, it's an oversized turbocharger used to deliver turbo boost at low speed operation. Then at full speed, a wastegate control operates in order to bypass some of the exhaust gases around the turbine. The result is a better air-to-fuel mixture at the mid to low RPM ranges. A definite plus of the Wastegate Turbo is the increase in lugging ability at these low RPMs. Another change made was to include an aneroid injection fuel pump. The aneroid controls the amount of fuel being delivered to the engine at low engine RPMs. Coupled with the new turbo, the air-to-fuel mixture is precisely controlled to reduce emissions. On the 7220, 30, and 40 models, a Robert Bosch MW fuel injection pump is being used. The 7250 now uses the Robert Bosch P3000 injection pump. Both of these pumps, coupled with new higher pressure fuel injectors, better atomize the fuel in the combustion chamber. There is also a change to the fuel shutoff solenoid. On the 96 Magnums, you'll find an improved solenoid that prevents sticking. The 7240 and 7250 Magnum tractors retained the air-to-water aftercooler. Aftercooling of the engine intake air increases the combustion efficiency. By redesigning the fan shroud, fan tip, and modulation curve of the viscous fan drive, the overall cooling efficiency in this area has been increased by 19% over the previous design. Plus, the size of the radiator was increased by 13% to increase cooling capacity. It incorporates a new inline tube design which promotes better airflow. While we're at the radiator, you'll notice an additional core integrated with the cooling system. The fuel cooler is an integral part of the air conditioning condenser core. The fuel cooler was added to reduce the temperature of the fuel in the tank. Plus, you'll notice that we've increased the condenser core by 100%. It's now as wide and as tall as the radiator. And 2, the hydraulic oil cooler core is as wide and as tall as the radiator. This is another 100% increase in cooler surface area for improved efficiency. The only thing left to be said about the new emission control regulations is that it is an industry-wide compliance program. Some manufacturers had older engine designs which did not upgrade favorably. Thus, they had to redesign their engines to use air-to-air aftercooling and special electronically controlled fuel delivery systems. Now, let's look around the tractor and see what's changed with the operator's compartment and the styling. The ergonomically designed cab for 1996 includes a comfortable grip steering wheel. The spokes are covered to provide an extra measure of comfort as well. The steering wheel is connected to a new steering hand pump, which also provides less driver fatigue because it produces constant force to the steering system regardless of the load against the front tires. The Comfort Master seat has also changed. A new wider lower cushion has been installed. It's been form-fitted to hold you into the seat better and provide a more stable feeling ride through the field. Inside the seat suspension, a bumper has been added to cushion the seat at the top position. This will allow the seat to come to a more gradual stop as it raises up. The headliner now includes a new weather band radio and speakers. Front-mounted speakers provide better fidelity as well as better sound levels of your favorite radio station. This is the same radio found in other Case IH products. It has 5 AM and 10 FM stations as well as 5 weather band channels. The deluxe model comes with a tape deck as well. Just outside the cab, we're now offering an optional front step. You can order the step for your customers, or they can install it themselves after ordering it through your parts counter. The front grille screen has changed too, although it's hard to tell, the hole size has been reduced to help prevent debris from entering the radiator area. You'll also notice that we've removed the side screens as well. The front screen is larger now to improve airflow to the radiator. Plus, you've probably already noticed there's a new hood vent screen on top of the hood. This screen not only provides 20% more cooling air intake, but it also allows the heat of the engine and radiator to escape when the tractor is shut down. When you raise the hood, you'll notice how much more rigid it feels. This is due to the introduction of a tubular frame. This frame allows for easier assembly at the factory or shop and also provides for a mechanical means of aligning the hood to the chassis when closing. Before we conclude our tour of the tractor, we'd like to mention that a new spark-arresting muffler is now available for those who live in areas where federal or state regulation require its use. The muffler must be cleaned after every 250 hours of use. The important thing to remember is that if a replacement plug is required, it must be made of brass. More than just the control knob has changed on the PTO, it's been redesigned for 96 by including electro-hydraulic engagement. Let's look at this new feature. Remember, for safety, the tractor must be shut off before connecting an implement up to the PTO shaft. The operator can rotate the shaft by hand in order to align the splines with the implement. On dual-speed PTO tractors, the operator can select either the 540 or 1000 RPM PTO using the instrument cluster. The speed is displayed in the top window. To engage the PTO, lift the PTO switch and push it forward. A green indicator will come on indicating the PTO is running. If for any reason the tractor is shut down with the PTO still engaged, it will not come on when the tractor is restarted. the operator must first turn the PTO off, then back on again to reset the system. The control switch in the cab operates a solenoid on the PTO valve. Here's a cross-section of the PTO valve. This is the PTO solenoid that engages and disengages the PTO. This is the modulator spool and modulator piston. They assure smooth engagement of the PTO clutch. The 540-1000 dual-speed PTO is now being offered on the 7230 as a factory option. It still comes as standard equipment on the 7210 and 20. If a tractor comes equipped with a dual-shaft PTO, it also comes with an offset drawbar. The hitch on the 96 Magnums has also gone through some changes. An adjustable Category 2 hitch is available for the 7210, 20, and 30 tractors. This hitch can be repositioned to accommodate Category 3 mounted equipment as well. The 7240 and 50 come with a standard quick coupler. Improved rigid 3-point lower link arms round out the enhancements to the hitch. The new link arms are nearly 50% stronger than our previous offerings. This new quick coupler and rigid lower links can be ordered as optional equipment on the 7210, 20, and 30 as well. You'll have to agree that the Magnum for 1996 has incorporated some very impressive changes. This series of video programs will continue to update you on current model changes. Plus, we'll continue to release information regarding any changes that occur to the models built before the 96 models. Over 50,000 Magnums are in the field thanks to you, and they've proven to be the best ag tractor the market has ever seen. Thanks for your continued support to the company and the product.